Hi Spartans, Dr. Coach here. A couple of days ago, I had a text message from a former softball player who said, I've been craving some Dr. Coach cheesy potatoes and I miss you. So I thought what I would do is I would give you the recipe for my cheesy potatoes so you too can make these cheesy potatoes. It's really rather simple. You start with, these are the ingredients, okay? So you need a bag of shredded hash browns. I usually let them thaw out. You need a stick of butter, melted. You need a bag of Colby Jack cheese. The secret is I usually use a little bit more than just a bag, but you know, depends on how cheesy you like them. Then you need a can of cream of chicken soup, and you need some sour cream. About a cup, maybe a little more, okay? So easy. And then you use a pan like this. I usually take the pan, use some of my handy dandy little spray. Spray the baking pan first, so it's easy to put in there when you're all mixed up. And these are great potatoes to make ahead. You can make them a day ahead, put them in your refrigerator and then throw them in the oven. I also like to make big batches of them, as you know, because you guys really like these, and so you eat a lot of them. So I will make a huge batch of them, and then they heat up really nicely in a crock pot, and they stay pretty nicely as long as you stir them every once in a while. Okay, so I'm gonna set the pan aside, and then open up my bag of potatoes. I will need my kitchen shears if I can find them. Or a knife. I know these aren't going to taste the same because you actually don't get to taste them. But I'm telling you, they're really easy to make. So I'm going to move it like this a little bit so you can see. And then I already melted my butter. So then I'll put my cup of butter in, or my stick of butter. I'm telling you, guys, you too can do this. Maybe they don't taste the same for you because I don't make them for you, or you have to do it. I don't know. But it really is easy. And maybe if you make these while you're on quarantine or whatever, maybe it'll feel like home for you a little bit. I get homesick for you too. Anyway, so I got the soup in there, and the butter, and the potatoes. I kind of give it a stir a little bit. My dogs are very interested in what I'm doing because, one, I'm talking, and the only time right now that I talk is when I'm talking to my dogs, or somebody on the phone or Zoom. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a cup of, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna put the whole container in. I thought I would measure, but let's be honest, I very rarely measure. I'm using a 16-ounce container of sour cream. I feel like I'm on the Food Network. Yeah, that Pioneer lady, she has nothing on me. Okay, except for her stuff is probably already open for her. Okay, and then I better mix this up a little bit. I had another spoon out, but I kind of like this little spatula. And then you put the cheese in, and probably what I'll do is when I bake these, I'm gonna add a little bit more cheese, probably to the top, just so they're extra cheesy. Give it a good stir. And see, it always gets kind of yucky on the bottom. I mean, it doesn't quite mix up as well as I like it to on the bottom. So you really gotta, this is kind of like an upper body workout. I don't know if that's real or not, but I mean, I know an upper body workout is real, but like using your baking for cheesy potatoes kind of seems like a bit of a stretch. And then you just pour them into your pan. And what happens is sometimes you get, like I have a hunk of cream or sour cream at the bottom. Once I get it all in there. See how there's, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little bit of extra sour. And I just kind of mix it in as I'm spreading it in the pan. And then you say to me, wait, Dr. Coach, what should I have the oven set at? You should set the oven at 350. And then you put these in there, and so it looks like this when they're mixed up and in the 9x13. And I don't cover mine. I just stick it in the warm oven, 350 for about an hour. Every once in a while, no, not everyone, I do check it in about maybe 45 minutes. And a lot of times, because it's starting to get brown around the outside, I give it a good stir and then keep it in the oven. I'm telling you, cheesy potatoes, you can make them and they can taste like home. Stay safe, Spartans. Love ya.